build versus buy, because I think it's a constant actually struggle as a data leader, right? So as you were thinking about the build versus buy, how did you think about that?
What is the business problem at hand, and what are we trying to solve for? And then we need to have a fit for purpose, right? In terms of what is that problem area, the solution that we are looking for. And with that being said, I look at it in three angles. When there is tools that is mature in the industry, and the things that is not going to drive me or Belcorp a differentiating factor or a competitive advantage, there is no point in building things for that, right? And when we looked at it, obviously, initially I was pushing the organization, to be honest, on the open source, okay? I was just a little intrigued myself and saying, hey, I think there is a momentum building on that. Now then, when obviously this is why the devil is in the details, when we go and unpack things and we look at, even though the community is building, we wanted some, I would say, a well-rounded tool, so that cater to all the needs, from whether it's the business stakeholders, whether it's data and technology folks, and that means they're able to collaborate in a tool, and the ease of adoption will be much easier. The UI becomes very critical aspect of it. And then there are things that we don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? If I get an open source, I'm going to fork the code. And the moment I fork the code, and that then becomes hard to maintain, then something that I want my data and engineering team not focus on that, but focus on higher order value to the business, right? And so I wanted to go to somebody who has already been there, done that. And so when you and your team showed me, I said, hey, I think the problem solved, something that I don't need to go and build. Rather, I will buy it because you guys have an amazing product. Checked all the boxes in terms of the holistic nature of the tool, where you're actually pushing. I think I know at that time DataOps was a little early point in time, and congratulations for being recognized as one of the top 5 in IDC. And so looking at that from a hindsight standpoint, that was great to see that making a buy decision was the right thing. So when you look at holistically buy versus build, I think it's important to see where you're focused as an organization, what is the driver that is going to differentiate our competitive advantage, and then the solution doesn't exist in the market. Does the solution cater to all the different needs from a cross-functional standpoint, different roles and personas? And third, is it something that you are going to invest in maintaining the platform, right? It's something that I do not want my team to do that. So looking at all of that, and then looking at the product fit, I think that's why I say from a buy versus build perspective.